Hi everyone. All right, now we're to finding the right shoulder pad for you. All right, you may be one of the rarest of rare individuals who don't need one. And if you have a shorter neck and really broad squared shoulders, perhaps you can put the violin up and drop your arm and it just stays in place. For me and for most other people, this won't happen. If I let go of my arm, my violin will fall. Okay, so I have to have a shoulder pad. And there are different models, and I wish there was one size fits all or there was just one shoulder pad that was perfect for everyone. But the longer I teach, the more I realize how we are all so different in our setups, in our builds. So, what works for me will not work for someone else. It's like putting on someone else's glasses. There's only your glasses, are correct for your vision. So same thing with a setup. Only your shoulder pad and your chin rest adjusted the way you adjust it is going to be right for you. So I'm going to show you some different models, and I'll show you what's important, how to put it on, and how to work with determining whether it's at the right height and the right angle. All right, so I'm holding 4 different kinds of shoulder pads. Now, some of these may not be available in your market, but the most common ones are the Coon and the Wolf. So likely when you bought a violin, if you bought a violin outfit, it already came with one that looks like this. And this, although this is not a Coon, this is a knockoff. This is called the Faum. It still is based on the Coon design. And this is the Wolf, and this is the Bonn Musica. This is the most expensive, and I use this for a long time. I liked the way this piece hooked around the shoulder. I felt very secure like that. What I don't like about it is the hardware on these things wear out, and so sometimes the screws get loose and it's hard to keep them tight. I like the Bonn Musica and the Wolf a lot because the middle parts, the middle plates, are bendable and you can contour them more toward the shape of your shoulder. The Coon is rigid, but it does have adjustable feet. Okay, so if you look at each of these shoulder pads, all right, you're going to see, I'll hold it up this way. You're going to see a part where it dips, okay, and then a higher part. So they each do this, they each have the higher part, and then it slopes down. And the part that is the lowest part, okay, that's what fits over your shoulder. You got to get used to this because a lot of people put it on upside down and don't know it. So find the dips, okay, and then just put it on your shoulder. So that's how you're going to remember which side goes on which side of the instrument. All right, I'm going to demonstrate. I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate with this Coon model first. All right, so go ahead and start holding your violin upside down like this and just have a firm grip around the neck. Find the dip, okay, put it on your shoulder, and now you know that, okay, this is how you're going to orient it so the shoulder part is underneath the chin rest. All right, so the low part, the dipped part, goes right under the chin rest. All right, so hold it vertically like this, okay, and then take the left side and then just hang it. Just hang it on the edge of the violin, okay, and it'll stay there. And then with your right hand, grab the other side and just kind of work it so that you might have to bring it up higher so that it brackets around the other side. So now both sides are bracketed on. Now grab both sides, okay, and just pull them down so they're tight. Okay, pull it down so it's tight. Now, we're gonna just start. We're gonna start by putting the feet, okay, these are the feet, kind of about the same distance down the instrument, okay, from the top. Okay, so it's more or less going straight across. So it could look like this. It could look like that. Okay, but let's just start going side to side. All right, let me do a different model. Okay, so I'm just gonna dislodge one set of feet at a time. Here's the Bond Musica. Hold it vertically, bracket the left side, grab the other side, pull it up to where they fit over the edge of the violin easily, and now pull down, adjust so it's pretty much side to side. Okay, so that's how we're gonna start. Now we need to see if we have it at the right angle and the right height. Okay, so remember, we're trying to get maximum security. We want to be able to put the violin up, we want to be able to drop our hand, and the violin stay really comfortably in place. All right, so I can tell you right now that this does not stay comfortably in place. It starts to pull away. All right, so I would have to start wrangling this thing, start bending it, start tilting it to where it felt very comfortable. Now I'll show you what I use. I use this little piece of foam. You may not find this, it may not be available to you. It's called the Acoustigrip, but you could get buy a piece of craft foam, and you can just start cutting it into different heights, see if it works for you. This is cut out in the middle. That way it just sort of hangs, it straddles the collarbone, and it has this layer that's a little bit sticky, and then I use a rubber band. I keep it on with a rubber band. So I put the rubber band right here around the button, and then it fastens to the left corner bout, okay? And then I just slip this under. All right, now this for me is secure, okay? My violin stays in place, it doesn't slip down, okay? And then if you were to come and tug a little bit, it's gonna stay there. So you want to test that. You wanna come or have someone or just pull the violin a little bit out from under your neck and just see if, you know, it's pretty secure. It's hard to pull away. Okay. All right, so the other thing is then the angle and the height of the legs. So you want, again, your head to be able to lean down a little bit. And if you have just a regular chin rest that's short, then you're gonna have to lengthen the legs, all right? And they screw and unscrew. And you want the side, the right side, or the side that is on the opposite side of the instrument. So this is the left side, the right side. You want it to be a little taller than the left side, right? Because there's more distance here than there is on this side. Okay, so the right side is a little bit taller, and I'm gonna make the left side a little bit shorter. All right, let me try this comb here. See what kind of fit I can get. Okay, this isn't too bad. Now, for me, it puts my violin kind of at this high angle. And I personally like the instrument to be flat, almost to where the scroll is pointing down a little bit. But that's me. Some players like a high scroll. So this isn't quite the right shoulder pad for me in the first place, but I would have to work with it. Okay, I tilted this bottom thing, also swivels, and I swiveled it in the direction to where it lowers just a little bit. So you want the shoulder pad to be on at an angle that puts your violin at that 45-degree angle, okay? So if your violin is here, when you put the shoulder pad on, your violin is in front of you, then you need to adjust, okay? You need to bring the left side down a little bit and the right side up. Okay, that will point the violin further this way. Now I'll do the opposite and you'll see what I mean. So I'm gonna lower the right side, raise the left side. Okay, that brings the violin further in front of you. Okay, so I'm going to do the opposite. Left side down, right side up. That puts it a little more now toward that 45-degree angle. Okay, and then I want to check the tilt of the instrument. All right, so I'm going to show you what I mean by that. I'm just going to stand here and I'm going to pull the violin out and check the angle. So it's about a 45-degree slant. Okay, that's good. If it's too flat, it's going to make playing on the G string harder. It's going to put more strain in your arm because your elbow is going to have to come further over when you play on lower strings. If it's tilted too far this way, okay, so if the right leg is too short, then it's going to be tilted too far this way. All right, then it's going to be difficult playing on the E string. You'll lose tone on the E string because your bow is going to be going pretty much straight up and down, and then it's going to be hard to get that good seal with your thumb, that friction with the thumb, because the neck is going to be hanging like this on the inside of the hand. All right, so you want to work with the height of the legs. You want to work with the curvature of the shoulder pad, and you can't really do that again with this model, but with the Wolf you can. So, you know, I'm sorry to say that, you know, it may take a while to find the right shoulder pad, and you may have to work with it quite a while. If you just can't find the right model, then I would suggest, you know, working with foam, getting different thicknesses, different, you know, weights or viscosities, and trimming it, trying to find the right fit for you. So just, you know, keep trying it. And again, like I said, you're going to see different models, you know, on my violin, because I've changed throughout the years. And right now I'm currently using this, and who knows, I might change again if I feel like I find something that's even better.